Hi everyone, this is Terry. Today we're going to talk about Applique using the built-in fonts in our software. This is lesson 3 in the series Applique 101. I'll clear my screen. And the first thing I want to show you is if you go to your manual and you look under Applique, you need to think about the fonts that you're using because you need to choose create an applique with whole, that's H-O-L-E, sewing, and that will be true for letters like A, like B, and also O. If you scroll down in the manual, you'll notice that the replace function, you cannot use text with built-in fonts 025 and 29 or user-defined fonts or small text fonts. So let's go back and let's just choose a font. And I always test it out with A, B, and then also some letters like M, for instance, because I want to see how that font will look. So we'll choose this Block 05 and we'll type the letter A. And once that's typed, I just want to make this larger. It doesn't matter since it's text. You can drag it. You don't have to hold down any keys to resize it. And now that I have it about 5 inches wide and 6 inches high, I'll go ahead while it's selected and go to Home and choose the Applique wizard. Now I need to make sure it's on Replace because I need to select Create an Applique with Whole Sewing. And that's just how easy it is to create that applique. Let's look at a letter that is a little more scripted and see what that looks like. So we'll go to Text and we'll choose a different font. And this time let's choose a script font and let's try the letter B. I'll make this larger. It probably needs to be a little bit smaller to be in this hoop. And I could center it in the hoop if I wanted, but I want to show you how to applique it. So we'll go to Applique, again create whole sewing, and choose OK. And that letter would look fairly good. Now if you have, this letter is 6.78 inches wide and 5 inches high. The thing you have to look at when you're using fonts that are not the typical bold fonts is the areas where things can get close, and then you might not have enough room between your outside stitches. One of the other things that I wanted to mention with Applique is that you can change the font type that is on the Applique. Let's just go back while we have the letter B on the screen, and we'll go back into the Applique wizard. Instead of a zigzag, let's choose a chain stitch. We want it to be on Replace, and let's see what that looks like. It really doesn't look bad. So if you wanted to have a decorative stitch around your embroidery, you could choose a chain stitch. And you do have some options when you select those decorative stitches, and I'll show that in another video. Now let's look at an instance where you're using a user map text. And in your software, you receive this sample text, and you also have a sample script. Let's use the sample script, and let's type the letter B, and go ahead and press enter. Now let's move this down farther, and we'll make it larger. And now let's go to the Applique wizard, the first thing you notice is Add and Replace is grayed out. And we'll go ahead and change this back to the zigzag stitch. So that means that you do not have hole sewing. So if you choose to do this, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to do some digitizing all around this letter in order to create an applique with a user map font. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Now you can do that. You would just use it as a backdrop. And if you go back to my second video, you can follow that and see how you can digitize your own lines. I would do that though before I created my applique and then convert it to an applique. So I hope that this has been helpful to you. If you have any questions, please post them on the comments under the videos. And if you enjoy watching my videos, please subscribe. I hope you have a good day. Thank you.